Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite. In today's video, once again, I have a set of 3 news stories for you. The first one has to do with why the cryptocurrency market just exploded in the past day or two. Next, we're going to talk about the metaverse. There's 3 metaverse cryptos in general that did spike quite a bit, and we'll talk about the metaverse, have a quick discussion about that. And then lastly, the North Koreans are at it again, and if you're unfamiliar with that, I'll give you a big picture overview of what I mean. Before we get into those 3 stories, let's check out the portfolio. As you know, this is my main portfolio. It's comprised majority of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then some altcoins afterwards. So this is something that I've been trying to do, average into Bitcoin pretty much every single day. I'm trying to take advantage of the crypto market while it's still down, and it's the days like the past day or two where it explodes. It just reminds me that I'm doing the right thing, because the difference between buying Bitcoin at 16,000 or 17,000, I don't think it means all that much, especially when the all-time high is closer to 60 plus thousand. So I'm going to continue to average in around this time during the crypto winter, and it could be another year that we're in this crypto winter. But that is what I wanted to talk about for the portfolio update today. And next, let's get into that story. One thing that leads me to believe that this was just a huge pump, and then we probably will slowly start to get back down to the ranges that we were before, is just by looking at the average volume. As you can see here, there has been a lot of volume in the past couple days and weeks and months, actually. So this is the daily chart, and if we scroll in a little bit more, this is the volume down here. There has been a huge spike in volume, especially when there's those large legs. Whenever we lose a lot of value in a quick amount of time, there's a lot of people scalping and buying at that time. And this was the FTX, the largest or latest downfall in the crypto market when FTX went under. But as you can see here, this past little raise or crypto bull run, if you will, during the winter cycle, you can see it's not that much more volume than usual. It still is higher than where we were a year ago, but that kind of leads me to believe that this is something that it'll go up, but it'll eventually just fizzle out and then go back down. But let's talk about what that is. And as you can see here, $28 billion pumps into the crypto markets in 24 hours as the bulls push the prices higher. And in summary, Bitcoin reclaimed 17,000, which is a high number for where Bitcoin has been. Cardano absolutely took off. It was up 20+%. And why is this happening? Because of some macroeconomic factors that hint at a slowdown in inflation and consequently influence the Fed's monetary policy. There's also optimism that there's going to be a slowdown in global inflation with China reopening, and CPI is coming out later this week. So we'll see exactly if that is true or not. So like I said, this leads me to believe that it is something big, but we're still pretty darn far away from being really positive as far as all those factors turning around. So that's the first story. The second story has to do with the metaverse. And there's 3 metaverse cryptos that absolutely took off, and we'll talk about those. They are Flow, Decentraland, and Sandbox. They all have 3 different reasons. Flow has reported stabilizing transaction volume over the past month, and due to it being an NFT-focused blockchain project that's been in decline, it's also among the projects that have reduced the headcount, making its growth prospects appear less likely to materialize. But that's the first one. Decentraland also reported upcoming architecture and design competitions that will be able to accommodate 50,000 visitors in a 5-day period. And then lastly, the Sandbox has reported some impressive sales of digital lands in the past couple of weeks. So those are some things that have happened for those 3 cryptos that helped it push higher. What does this mean? This is something that I actually am thinking about. Is the metaverse behind us, or is something that is going to continue to push forward in the next bull cycle? I'm not 100% sure. On the positive side, we do have big companies like Meta. They have gone 100% into the metaverse. So when you have big companies like this 24/7 advertising about crypto, or not necessarily crypto, but the metaverse cryptos will definitely continue to take off whenever there's big news with Meta. On the downside, there is a cycle rotation happening, and the metaverse is something we're starting to talk less and less about, and AI is the new hot thing. So I don't know if the metaverse cryptos will continue to take off like they did in the past. We'll just have to wait and see. The last thing I wanted to talk about has to do with North Korea. North Korea has been a huge hacker over the past couple years, and they have continued this year. There has been a surge in hacks, surge in fraudulent activities from North Korea. And attacks on major cryptos exchanges is something that we can see from this year going forward. And it has become an important source of funding for North Korean nuclear development and missile development is something that they're saying, and also that South Korea's National Intelligence Service recently stated that North Korean hackers have stolen about $1.2 billion in virtual assets in the past 5 years. So they have taken a lot, and they are continuing to do it this year. That's why I highly recommend moving all of your crypto into cold storage and watching out for those spam attack emails. Ledger probably is not going to email you, neither is Trezor, so just keep an eye out for any of those. All of that has led to a very turbulent crypto market over the past couple of days, weeks, and months, and I'm taking this time to average in, like I said in the beginning of the video. If you're interested in seeing what I'm buying, I do have a Patreon, link in the description below. If not, a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys on the next one.